I'll be with you in a minute. Got to sort some bits out, sorry. I'm running late, well late. Right, long story short, invited Mum round tonight because she's on her own, bless her, and with all that's going on and her age and that, I said, Mum, come round for dinner. Well, we still get a takeaway once a week, midweek, so I treated her fish and chips. And we started using a local chippy, a little bit local to us, not that local, but they do delivery. It's become so popular, I've recommended it to loads of people. So I said, it's not a problem, Mum. Mrs. orders it at like 5:30 or something, it turns up at 7, something like that, hour and a half, whatever delivery. Bloody diabolical actually, but to be fair, when we ordered it online, the slip did say the time, but poor Mum's sitting there waiting. So bless her, she loved it. Nice big cod and chips, went down well. Couple of cups of tea, then she had to watch Coronation Street, and then we, well, she didn't have to. We let her, that's how nice we are. We watched Coronation Street with her, which we don't normally watch. Then we watched some other show, Cornwall thing, and then we let she watch the other Coronation Street. So I just dropped her off just now. Then I had Ring Doorbell, bless them. The Ring Doorbell people have been emailing me backwards and forwards. Yeah, another doorbell's knackered. If you're watching from America, you know about the Ring Doorbell, or the UK, it's quite well known. But the buttons seem to crack at the front. A guy at work, Carl, evening Carl, it's happened to him, it's happened to me twice now. So they're good as gold. I think they give you a lifetime guarantee anyway. Damage or theft. They're as good as gold, but he wanted to sort of phone me up and everything. I said, well, no, you're in the US, I'm in the UK, and the time I couldn't work out the time. So I just said, no, we'll do this by email. So give him that due. He said, right, yes, he sent me a link to access my Amazon account for half an hour to authorise a new bill. So I woke up this morning, sitting on the toilet, and I get this thing through, expired sort of 4 or 5 hours ago. So I emailed him back, said, look, mate, I'm not being funny, we need to sort this out. So he gave me his due, he emailed me, he said, I'll send you a link today at 9 o'clock tonight, which he did. So I just dropped my mum off, shoot back, quickly grant him access to the account, good as gold, new doorbell on the way. But I did email him back, not that he's got any clout, but I did email him back, let's hope one day you'll alter the design of the bell, because, you know, it sounds like a common problem. The material's obviously wrong. In the UK, we don't get real adverse weather, we get a mixed bit of weather, we don't get adverse weather, so there's no. You get the old-fashioned ding-dong bell, lasts all your bleeding life. This modern one, it's the button, it just cracks on the ends. It must be the wrong material. It needs some sort of rubber cut. It's a bit strange. It needs looking at. I'll let you know when a new one comes through, see if that's any better. It's costing them thousands. It must be costing them thousands. Anyway, that's that out of the way. So that's that done. I'm off the phone now. Right, big shout out to me buddy Carl and Will at work. Will, who thinks he's Will I am, and Carl, who thinks he's Carl, and he's Carl. He's a couple of years younger than me. He won some 10k run competition type thing today, and there's a little few skullduggery dealings going down in the car park today at work. And then, God bless me, he walks up to the geezer and gives me a bottle of this beer. I think he won some beers or something. So he gave me, because he's been watching my videos, he's given me these 2 beers. So I promise I mention I will. So a big shout out to Carl and Will, and then another big shout out to the other Will, the geezer, who's given us this. He's something to do with this brewery. Now, check that one out. Now, it's the Colonel Brewery London Export India Porter, 6.1%. Now, I mentioned in my last video, so if you're watching this video before my other video, there's a link there now. You should be watching the other video, then come back to this video. In the other video, I bloody got a bit drunk actually. Innocent Gun, 6.6. I drank that. Little taste test thing we're doing here. If you just sort of dived on this channel, you don't know what don't know what I'm up to. And I drank one of those. Right, so that's out of the way now. They're done. And then I ended up drinking a couple of Fosters, bit naughty, washed down a couple of beers, went indoors, woke up on the chair, which I said, you know, I didn't do that much anymore. So the heater's on, the TV's on, bit of football. I don't know who's playing. I don't recognise the initials, whatever they are. No idea, but it looks good. Looks good on the TVs. We think we're in a pub. We're not. We're down a garden bar. Everyone's watching. They're wondering what we're up to. So these are what I've been looking up today. Right, these are beers and ales, and I know nothing. There's someone popped around and said, "Oh, that's an Export India Porter." First of all, I mentioned the other night about these fancy bottles. I noticed that these guys have gone back to basics, and I actually do like it. Look at the bottle, the label. It's got that, like, it's the modern sophisticated look. It's gone away with all the fancy stuff now. It's gone back to basics. And that looks quite, to me, that looks quite smart. Nice. Now, I've looked up, I'm no expert, as I said, in Export India Porter. What is a porter? Well, it's a type of stout, I do believe. And from what I've read, it's something to do with the 1700s. Other beers had to settle. A porter, they could get off the old wagons. The old boys could crack open a couple of bottles of beer. A bit like the Peaky Blinder guys. Crack open a couple of bottles of beer, get straight on it. This is from what I've read on the internet. I know nothing about it, so if you want to do a history lesson, do a little Google search on a porter, stouts, blah, blah, blah. And you'll probably read the same things I've read. It's to do with porter and stout. I think a porter, you had a porter, I think they put stout in the title. And then a stout became stronger than a porter, and then eventually the two names split apart, and then you ended up with two types of drink, your porter and your stout. Whatever, no idea. All I know, it's quite dark, and it should be coffee tasting or chocolate taste. Well, I don't know. Ingredients: water, hops, sugar, yeast, barley. The Colonel Brewery. So, Spa Road, London. And the website is www.thecolonelbrewery.com. So a big shout out to Carl, who gave me the beer, and another big shout out to Will, who gave Carl the beer, and he's the guy who's something to do with this brewery. I'm not 100% sure, and I've just looked him up on. If you're on Instagram, sort of jump my phone. If you're on Instagram, his account I think is Spinning Craft Beer. Spinning Craft Beer, and his website is spinningcraft.com. And we've got some video clips and photographs of on his account. Spinning Craft Beer on Instagram. That's all I know. So a big hello to him. So I'm going to open that one tonight. The other video I'm editing and publishing at the moment. I've also got this little tin. This is a fancy little tin. Now I think that's going to go down well, but that's not going to be in this taste test. That's what's called a table beer. Now again, I've not looked it up on the internet. I deduced from that it's 2.7% table beer. I deduced from that you're going to sit that on your table with a bit of lunch, and it's a bit of a mellow drink instead of Coca-Cola lemonade. It's a mild beer with low alcohol volume, which is nice. I fancy that already. Actually, that's a lovely can, lovely label. Look at that. That's smart. If you can put that forward there. So, with no further ado, I'm going to crack open this beer. Yeah, one thing I was going to mention, I mentioned in my other video about getting some beer tables. I've hunted around. The prices have gone through the roof for beer tables and beer memorabilia and bits and bobs and pumps. In actual fact, you could get a brand new beer table, pub table, not a beer table, a brand new pub table. If my other video mentions the round ones with the cast iron legs with the ladies' faces on it, they're quite nice. I wanted two there. I spoke to a landlady that I know, she's going to keep an eye out. But I found them for 70 quids. Oh, I don't think my missus will go for that. 70 quid. I want two. 78 quid plus delivery. But they're brand new ones. Second hand, they're even dearer because people on eBay and all these shopping sites now are taking a pee, if you ask me. Then it got me thinking. I haven't run this past the boss yet, but I've looked on eBay. You can buy some cast iron legs. They're not the ones I want. They're not the fancy ones with a woman's face. They're not proper. They are pub table cast iron legs. Buy them for about 30 odd quid. So I'm thinking, thank you to all these subscribers and likes and brilliant comments I had on the pub sign video. But it got me thinking, how about I buy some cast iron legs? And then I get some scaffold boards or something. Not scaffold boards. Yeah, I could go with scaffold boards, but I'm thinking more like pallet wood. Doubled layers. And cut out into a circular table, make my own tabletop. And I thought that'd be cheaper. Well, it won't be cheaper, but because I'll tell you something in a minute. It won't be cheaper because I'm thinking of getting a thickness of planer type thing. I've looked at one of them now. Because you can run the wood through that and it planes it and finishes it and flattens it. You biscuit joint it with your router. You know, you've seen my other video, hopefully. You'll see that I've got a router. You biscuit joint it, so you run through the planer, you finish the edges off, you biscuit joint them, glue them together, clamp them up, double layer it, happy days, you got yourself a decent table, put it on some legs, you got yourself a decent pub table. You do 2 of them. But the cost of the plane of thickness is the cost of the bloody 2 tables, so I've got to speak to the boss who indoors, really. See what's happening. Right, I'm sitting here yet again, as usual, no beer. So this, it's not an ale, it's a porter, and it's going to be dark. But unlike my mates, well, I might drink my mates homebrew. I've got them down there still with stout and the other one, but unlike them, I'm going to give this a proper go. Because this looks a little bit more professional, but we'll see. They haven't sent me a glass. Where's my glass? So what I'm going to do, unfortunately, I've got a hobgoblin glass. The only plain, because all my glasses down this bar, I've got labels and fancy pictures on. I've got a hobgoblin glass, so I do apologise to the Colonel Brewery in advance. But I'm going to pour that into a hobgoblin glass, but we should be able to see it. I've not... You need a nice little half pint proper glass, really. A neat... But they've all got... I can't think... I've got no plain glasses here. Right, let's crack... I've got to crack this open, really, because I'm waffling on. I definitely want to drink this. The can of beer will be drunk at another time. So let's crack this open and see what we've got. I'm expecting a real dark one. It's going to be a bit of a shocker to me, I think. Being a lager layout, but that is dark, look. Oh, it's got a nice smell to it. That's like the old Guinness. And I read today, the foot was packed up, I read today something about the Guinness was to do with the tax as well or something. I don't know. Because of the hops you put in it or something. Yeah, that's quite not. That is quite nice. That's an acquired taste. It's a Guinnessy sort of taste actually. That's all right. My TV's packed up. Look, I keep getting a dodgy signal down here lately. Yeah, that is drinkable. I can drink that. Let me lean forward and give you a little look-see at the colour of it. It's quite dark. That's like Guinness. I do like a drop of Guinness, you know. There's one drink I haven't had down here yet, is a Guinness. So that's not even a stout, that is a porter. And I've never had a porter before. It's quite interesting. When you read up on the internet, do yourselves a favour, people, because I'm not here to give you history lessons, and I'm no expert myself, but it's quite interesting when you read up the history of these. Like I say, the story of this port and the porter and the owls dates back to the 1700s. So I'm going to have that one tonight. This is all right. As I say, oh, it's lovely. As I say, I'm running a bit late tonight. I meant to come down here earlier. But you got to look after your family, yeah? My mum's at home now, so she's priority, my old mum, at the moment. Well, all the time, really, while she's about. Yeah, you got to look after. If you lost sort of family members, you got to look after your family members. You never get them back. So, you know, it's like I said at work today. I shot home and straight to my mum's, brought her around for dinner. And you won't get those times back, you know. Everyone gets home, they say, we're tired, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, I haven't got time. You've got to make time. It doesn't matter if it's dark, cold. You've got to make a bit of time for your family, really. I wish I'd done it a bit more in the past, really. But, hence I'm down here a bit late. The sacrifices I make, eh? And now I'm drinking this. This is alright, I like this. Well done, Will. You got a good one there, mate. I don't know if I said something about it. Well, let's go for it, probably a whole lot in, shall we? It does say something on the bottle about the bottle conditioned beer. Store upright and pour gently if you prefer to leave the yeast sediment inside the bottle. Well, I've poured it now. Look at that. That's almost like a coffee head on that, look. Ah, cheers. That is alright. That's alright. Yeah, I like it. I think they said it's like chocolate tea or coffee. I've looked it up on the internet, but you'll have to do. The ingredients don't give away much. It doesn't really tell you Water, hops, sugar, yeast, barley. That's all it says. Bottled on 26/01/21. Best before 26/01/22. So you got like a year life on that. So that's not bad. It won't last me a year. No, it's gone now. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. Everyone loves a freebie anyway, don't they? But I've never tried a port before, so cheers, Carl, Will and Will. Happy days. Nice. Like I said, I'm running late tonight. I want to get the other video edited and published. So I've got to drink that. And I did promise, sort of promise, I'm going to do 2 a night. But I felt a bit bloody merry last night. I had 2 hours and a couple of lagers. I did feel a bit worse for wear last night. I'm out of practice, you see, that's the problem. So that's like a, what's that? Is it a coffee take? A coffee? Chocolatey coffee smell? Yeah, I wish my dad was still about. He would have loved all this. Sat here, I would have gone and picked him up, come down and have a couple of beers with me. He would have loved all this. Oh well, oh, it's nice. Mind you wouldn't have drank all this too strong for that old boy. God, that is, they do kick in, these beers. God dear, I'm not used to it, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so the plan is now, pub tables, I've got to run it by the boss, get some legs. I'll just get 1 lot of legs first, not 2, so I won't do 2 tables at once. I'll see how the first one comes out first. My sign come out all right. We'll get some cast iron legs, make the tabletop out of pallet wood, I think. I don't have to plane it and finish it, but you know, for the better finish, we'll see. Because it's getting hot in here now. The temperatures in the UK is dropping a little, coming up a little bit now, not dropping, getting warmer. It's getting lighter at night now, lighter in the mornings, which is good. So we roll on the summer. Soon be summer. Yeah, just wanted to say thank you to all the, there's not loads of subscribers, but if you like the videos, if you watch the video, if you like, please subscribe. And it gives me a bit of positive vibes. It makes me want to do another video. And someone messaged me, funny enough, I just come off, just ringing the ring, just emailing the Ring doorbell guys, and just flick through YouTube and bits and bobs. I'll try and reply to every comment on there. Thank you to everyone that's left a comment. At one stage I was gonna do a shout out and a read out of them. I will when I get a chance, but I'm so inundated with bits and bobs at the moment. But someone just messaged just now about a Facebook page. I haven't got a Facebook page for this YouTube account at the moment. But if you subscribe and you click the note, because he was on about hearing about other videos, but if you subscribe, click the bell, which is notifications. Every time I publish a video, you'll get it'll come up, it'll let you know that a video has been published, so you can keep in touch like that at the moment until I look at doing the Instagram and on Facebook if I go that route. Keep an eye out for more beer tasting videos, if I can keep up myself. Keep an eye out for the table video, because I want to do that, and I keep promising to do the whiskey testing one, the spirits one, which I'm going to do, convert the bed. That's not a rush yet, but convert that bench to a bed. That will be done before the summer, because I want to have a little overnight sleep over down here. And yeah. Well, let's finish this beer off quick. Courtesy of Will from the Colonel Brewery, London. There's a load of these little startup breweries. I don't know if that's a big brewery or a small brewery. There's a load of startup breweries the last couple of years. Micro breweries and startup breweries. As I say, my local one at the moment, I've been using the Mighty Oak Brewery quite a bit, and their beer in the bags. I'm not sure if these guys do Colonel people, do you do beer in a bag or do you just do bottles? Because a lot of us people, you watch my other videos, a lot of guys like me with these pubs down at Gardens, we put beer in a bag in a fridge with it on a line, so I put it through my pumps. You see that in my other videos, but if you do some beers in a bag, I might be tempted to get one of them as well. At the moment I'm using the Mighty Oak Brewery They're in Chelmsford, local. Oh no, they're not, Malden, sorry. Hence I've got Malden Gold there, but that's not on at the moment, I've run out. The other pump's empty, I've not even used that since I've done a refurb one. So I've done a video for that. Keep a look eye out for videos coming of other beer tasting and drinking sessions. This has gone down quite well. Right, let me grab another glass. I'll stop the video and grab another glass and I'll open one of these old bottles. That's gone. That didn't last long. Cheers. Nice that. I liked it. And I quite like the labelling of that. It's a little bit what do you call it? I don't know, it's like modern, like a bit classy I suppose. Nice. They've gone down well. If you get your old hands on one of these, hit this guy up on Instagram or something, and he's got a website there, and see if you can get hold of some of that stuff. Or the similar. All these different beers are worth a try. Let me pause the camera, grab a glass, knock one of these back, then I've got to do some more editing. Grab yourself an old jug. If you see my other videos, I'm not really a jug man. Well, I've become a jug man. I look like it in this old jump and this old hat, don't I? I was just looking through this array of beers. I grabbed myself a glass there and I was looking through this array of beers and I thought, that rib jumper, look. I thought the Innis & Gunn 6.6 beer was the stronger one, and then we had the Platform 6.1. Then I've just had the Colonel 6.1. I've just noticed, I was going to grab another beer, and I thought, what shall I have next? Because I'm going to do 2 a night, or 2 per video actually, I'm bottling it now. So I've just noticed Old Dodger, which I picked up the other day, the Marston's Brewery, Strong Dark Ale, 7.4. 7.4. It's not all about strength of beer though, is it? No, it's not. God, it's doing well. I think that's the strongest one here. The 6.6. Aren't they strong? Jeez. Well, I'm going for this one because it's a pale ale and it's a smaller bottle, but it's quite a 500ml. That's quite a nice fancy little bottle, and it's a Shepherd Neame & Co. They're from Kent. I mentioned the other day I stayed there. The reason I stayed there, a lot of my sons went to university, did their degrees in Kent. So we sort of started staying, it's only down the road from us, but was it 2.5, 3 hour drive? But we stayed up there a lot because we went up there dropping off at weekends. We used to meet up them. And me and my other half, we used to stay in hotels and go to little pub crawls, pretend we was teenagers, and yeah, good times. So they used to stay in their digs there on campus, and we used to meet up for a meal, treat them to a curry. You know, you got to make sure your kids are getting good, decent food inside them. So, yeah, we used to meet up, treat them to a chicken just mushroom bhaji pilaf and naan bread, and then we used to get on the lash, like, you know, turn we were teenagers again. That's 6.1, bottled at the brewery. Britain's oldest brewery, Britain's oldest brewer, Shepherd Neame & Co. Faversham Brewery. So we're having that next, I think. And then we're going to call it a day tonight because I was like, so I'm running bloody late now. Let's crack this one open. Pour this out, see what we got. Should you be mixing your beers and your porters and your ales and your stouts and your Indian pale ales and all that? No idea. But it's happening down Johnny Boy's bar, a different corner. Pale ale means it's a bit paler, I think, which it is. Sounds a bit gassy-ish, that one. Well, bubbly. Is it meant to be like that? I suppose so. That's a pint in that. Oh yeah, that is a pint. That's gone. Right. Cheers. Good health. That's not bad, a bit lighter, refreshing. Yeah, it's alright. That's different. Not a bad beer. So what was that again? That was Indian Pale Ale, wasn't it? Shepherd named India Pale Ale. It's getting more to your lager sort of taste, really. Yeah, I just wanted to say as well, I keep meaning to say, a big thank you to the comments that I keep getting. And they've all been positive so far, which is great. And people going on about how great the sign was that I made. In actual fact, it was relatively easy. It's just about a matter of having the tools and having a little crack at it and having a go at it. Someone said something about they know nothing. I think I pinned it. They know nothing about DIY, cracking job, cracking sign, blah, blah. Someone said something about sell them on Etsy or one of these sites and all that. I could start knocking them out. I've upgraded my router now with a decent base and got some decent cutters and that. So time permitting, I might make a few. If anyone wants one, or give me a shout and I'll see what I can do. Give me something, a little project to aim for. It won't cost fortunes, but it's a postage, I suppose. If you do it out of scaffold board, you've got a bit of weight there. But unless we use some thinner timber, I wouldn't mind having a go at some pub signs or something for somebody. Somebody else mentioned, what did they say? Yeah, a lot of positive comments. Oh, someone just said, just finished. That's funny. I think it's my long video. I did one long one where I broke up in 2 or 3 parts, episodes. Video before I did one, I think it went on for an hour, a bit like now, go on and on. It went on for an hour and a half. And I thought, I'll just go for it, publish it. I edited it quite a bit because, as I said before, when he's doing his videos, an hour and a half is an hour and a half of filming plus more, 2 hours of filming. It's got to be an hour's worth of editing. When you've finally done all the edits and transitions and cut bits out and watched it back, don't forget, if you're going to watch it back, if it's an hour and a half, you're watching an hour and a half back, plus all the other work on top. So it does take some time. That particular video, I thought, I'll just publish it. So I edited it and published it as an hour and a half video. And I thought to myself, you know what? You watch a bit of it, you watch chapters, you can fast forward, you can pause it, come back next day. Some guy literally just messaged me just now on YouTube, if you look. And he said, really great video, Johnny, praised it up, actually, really great video, bloody. He'd done it in 3 parts, he actually pulled it, and I thought, you know what, brilliant. And it made him laugh, which is what it's all about. He's on his own or whatever, I don't know. He's not on his own, I made that bit up, actually. But he never even mentioned what his situation, to be fair. But he did say he watched the whole lot in the end, and he did say that he sort of like come back to it, so he's watched a bit, stopped it, come back another time, watched a bit, got to come back. But you do with a film, for instance. You could pause a film halfway through if you want, or stop it. Can't keep making episodes after episode, it'll be there forever. So I just wanted to say thank you to every single one of you that have commented. There's so many positive comments now, it's unbelievable. Well chuffed. Well chuffed. And forget about this lockdown stuff, this channel will continue. I hope to get back into the fishing. A guy at work mentioned he wants me to do a lot of fishing chats. I hope to get back into the fishing. I've still got my fishing rod over there I've not used. And my net to do some river fishing. Guy at work, Brian, is going to take me out, I think, when we get a chance, along the rivers in Chelmsford, River Chelmer, Chelmsford. Teach me how to do a bit of river fishing, which I've never done before. I'll take the camera with me, do a bit of filming, setting up, putting the line on. I bought all the braid, the line and the lures and that, but I've never done it before. So that'll be a bit of fun, just flicking it in and out. I've never done it, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm watching a fishing program on TV at the moment, actually. The football packed up, so this is good. But I'm looking forward to that. And eventually, when the weather gets a bit better, I'll get the old bivvy out. I'll go back on the carp fishing, I think. I've got a week off Easter, so yeah, I am doing a lot of decorating indoors again. But I will sneak in some fishing sessions, actually. Thinking about it now, I might even do a couple of overnighters. Shit, I haven't told her yet, but life's not all about decorating, is it? I'm not taking time off just to decorate. Easter weekend, and I've got a long week. So I'm not taking time just to decorate. Well, she thinks I am, but I'm thinking I want to do a couple of videos. I might go back on the bank. So weather's looking alright. I'll get the bivvy out. Do a 1 or 2 nighter. Take the camera with me, the drone. That's what I like doing. You might even catch a fish, you never know. Do some nice shots. The old camera zooming in, the drone flying over the top. Talked about drones. Give you an update on the DJI situation if you've been following me. Anyway, my drone, I've got a Mini 2 now, but the DJI Mini 1 drowned. Last year was over at Pyle Fisheries in Brentwood or whatever. Flew it out of the water, only low, in the morning. Thought I'd do a little bit of aerial footage and that. It just literally lost control, went in the water. It took me a long while to get around to, I bought another one, a Mini 2, the new one out. But it took me a long while to get around to sending the other one back. It was a pain in the backside. I sent it to Neville, he's got to box it up. Be fair, they was good as gold. I think they sent the packaging, I think I just put it in a box and labelled it up, and they've paid for shipping and everything. Just to repeat myself, I've sent it back to DJI. They've done analysis on it. Water damage inside it. Propellers are water damaged. Camera and gimbal are water damaged. Well, the camera and gimbal aren't water damaged. The propellers aren't water damaged. They've got wet. There's no damage. I've got spare props, so don't. It went in the water. We know that. And then they emailed me back and said, sorry, it's a total loss, a write-off. It's dangerous to fly it. I mean, because I have flown it since. But you just got to put the battery in and out, in and out, in and out. And eventually when it gets going and it switches on, it's fine. But they're right, it could crash, you know. Anyway, they said it's a total loss, it's a write-off. Unlucky, you're out of warranty, you've damaged water damage, you've got to pay. We'll give you 15% off a new one. I'm like, no, I don't think so. That's a lot. I've just bought Mini 2, so I don't need a new Unreal. I just want some money. Or a new drone back and I can sell it. If you've seen me talk about this before, my other video, I apologise. But I just want to explain again, so what's happening, where we are. So DJI emailed me back, to and fro in. And then finally, I didn't think that, they obviously didn't realise. Finally, I turned around and said, I'm not happy, let's take it further with management. If it's through no fault of my own, it crashed through no fault of my own. Then the woman emails me back and says, if it's no fault of your own, we said it's out of warranty because we thought you crashed it in the water. Now you're saying it's no fault of your own, it malfunctioned, it might be under warranty. So I've had to log on with my phone, take some files from my phone, put them on a Google Drive, video clip Google Drive, some other flight shots Google Drive, and a video, the crash video. I'm hoping she sent it off to the engineers to analyse that video footage and the files. I'm hoping they'll come back and say, yeah, it malfunctioned. It wasn't your fault, it malfunctioned, here's a brand new drone. I'm hoping. Emailed her yesterday, this woman, what's going on? It's been like a week odd now. It's been abroad now, my drone, for 3 weeks now, I'm waiting. But then she emailed back, because obviously her files have been transferred to the Chinese or whatever. The Chinese New Year was mentioned. Once they mention Chinese New Year, it's all over. It is all over. So I've just got to wait to see what they say. So patience. How long's the Chinese New Year for? I do not know. I hope it's either the files have been sent to China for analysis by the experts, or the guys that are analysing it are Chinese, wherever they may be. Don't know, but someone's having a bit of a holiday. So that's where we are with that. So the drone is footage is being looked at and the software's being looked at. They're going to analyse the data. I'm hoping, because I didn't crash it, I mean that. You know, if DJI, if you're watching this, why would I crash it? Why would I fly a drone? Oh, look out, I'm going in the water. Because those drones, you let go of controls, they just float. They just fly, just like that. It did update, return to home. I watched the footage myself, and it flew out over the lake, and it updated the return to home. I don't know if you know anything, it updates GPS and sets a return to home point. So if you press the home button, it goes home. It updated the return to home point in the lake. I said to a guy today, actually, who knows a bit about drones, I said, well, maybe I panicked, maybe I pressed the return to home button and it returned to home on the lake. But as he said, well, it wouldn't have gone down, it would have gone up. They go up 100 metres or 200 metres first and then they fly to. So it wouldn't have just gone down, whatever I pressed. I didn't press anything anyway. I don't know, I didn't press anything. I said it's going to be a short one tonight, and I'm gonna call it a day now. I've done the Colonel, the Export India Porter. That was nice. I'm now on the, India Pale Ale from Shepherd Neame in Kent. And that's quite a nice beer. I've not finished it off yet, but as I say, I've been really busy today. It's getting warm here. I've got a little gas heat on 1 bar tonight, and it's getting warm. So I'm going to call it a night tonight, people. I'm going to shoot back indoors, edit the video from the other night, and this one, I'll put the footage on the internet, on the hard drive, and have a start on this one. So tomorrow night I could be back out again, another night out. I'm out every flipping night lately. down the pub. And then tomorrow night, I've got to pick another 2 of these. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Shall we get the old Dodger out of the way? 7.4? Or is that a Friday night, Saturday night jobby? Peaky Blinders Parallel, Tomcat, Old Goblin, Old Peculiar, King Goblin. McEwen's platform. I do want to try that platform 6.1. My mate keeps going about that, doesn't he? So I might get a 6 point. I might get that done tomorrow. Right. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I hate that burping. Well, she hates it. I don't mind it. She hates it. I'm going to call it a night tonight, people. I could sit here all night rambling on, as you will know. But we've all got things to do and we've all got beds to go to. And I can't drink any more tonight. I had too many last night. And I said, I'm running late. So I'm going to call it a night. Look at all these beers, look. Feels like heaven. Thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for the beer tasting videos throughout the week and next week. Keep liking, subscribing, recommending me, etc. Coming up with ideas. Yeah, we're going to do a whiskey tasting one at some point. Yes, we're going to do a spirit tasting one. There's some fancy drink, Frenk or something everyone keeps mentioning. I've got to get a bottle of that in. Converting the bench seat to a bed, and I think I'll try and make that table. I've got to run it by the boss indoors first. Get these legs, one lot of cast iron legs. Unless somebody out there knows of a cheap table going, pub table. And then I'll be doing some videos down there now, then instead of up here. I've not even eaten tonight now. I think these are going out of date. These are handsome. The nuts, it's too filling. The thing about these ales and that, they do fill you up. You couldn't go out and drink too many of them, you know. These are old, you know, these are just like 1 or 2 pints on a Sunday afternoon with your paper job type thing. I think really, you couldn't, I don't think you could drink them all night. But who wants to drink all night anyway? You know, it's disgusting, disgusting. Get home to your families. God, it's like being down a pub here. Just get a barmaid here. We're laughing, aren't we? Yeah, I definitely want to get 2 tables over there, and I can sit over there then, put my feet up, pretend I'm in a proper pub. Because this is like sitting at the bar. When you're in a proper pub, you get fed up at being at the bar all the time. Especially if you've got no barmaid, a bar person to talk to. I'm not sexist. There's no bar person to talk to. So I want to get some a table and a table there. They'll fit in nice there. Move these tables out of the way. 2 proper little round tables. Move those tables out of the way. And have my rug down there. I've got a rug down there. And I'll tidy up. I've got boxes here. I'm getting boxes. I'm starting to buy bits and there's boxes everywhere. It's getting crowded and cramped in. And I hate a mess. I hate a messy bar. So it's got to be tidied up. We've nearly done it. Come on, stick with me. Are you having a beer? Yeah. Come on, people, down it. Ready? Go. God, these ales are heavy. They are heavy. Not like your lagers. Filling. I don't know if they put weight on. I don't know if are they fattening? I don't know. I've done it. Thank you for watching. Till next time. There's a link to the other video. You know, you got to watch them in order, really. Well, you haven't got to. It's up to you. You haven't got to do anything. Grab yourself a beer. Sit down with your missus or sit down with your dog or cat. Put your feet up and relax. Happy drinking, people. Till next time. Ta-da.